Something big just dropped for the Chicago Bears, and it could completely change how this team looks heading into their next battle against the Washington Commanders. The kind of news that could shift momentum, silence critics, and maybe, just maybe, turn the Bears' season around. But before we jump into the latest updates and what they really mean for Chicago's future, take a quick second to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any breaking NFL stories. Now, let's move straight into the big news. The Chicago Bears have officially announced a major change in their starting lineup, and this one's a shocker. Rookie offensive lineman Theo Benedict is stepping in as the team's new starting left tackle. That's right, Benedict, an undrafted rookie from British Columbia who dominated up north and won back-to-back Offensive Lineman of the Year awards, is getting his moment in the spotlight. The Bears picked him up quietly last season, but now he's earned his shot on the big stage. After a strong showing when he filled in for Darnell Wright against the Raiders, the coaches decided to move Benedict from right tackle to left, a bold switch that also meant benching Braxton Jones. It was a risky call, but it paid off. The Bears won that game in Las Vegas with a whole new level of energy. And now, Coach Ben Johnson has made it official: Theo Benedict is Chicago's starting left tackle going forward. This isn't just a lineup tweak, it's a statement. A signal that the Bears are ready to build something different, something stronger. Stay with me, because what this move means for the Bears' offense, and how it changes their entire game plan, is something every fan needs to know. When you're rebuilding a football team, some tough calls have to be made, and the Bears are living through that right now. Braxton Jones did what he could for this offense, but the truth is, he's been struggling to find his rhythm. Ever since his rookie year, he hasn't played a full season. Last year's season-ending injury still seems to haunt him, and it shows every time he steps onto the field. Even offensive line coach Dan Rosar, who's known for shaping some of the best blockers in the league, has tried everything to fix Jones' technique. But sometimes, no matter how hard you work, old habits are hard to break. They've talked about it after tough losses to the Vikings and Lions, the issues just keep repeating. And now, reality hits even harder. Jones is in the final year of his rookie deal. To keep him, Chicago would need to pay a serious price, a deal that could eat into the team's cap space, money that's better used for the young stars like Caleb Williams and others the Bears hope to build around. But the biggest problem isn't the contract, it's the performance. Through 210 offensive snaps this season, Jones allowed 2 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 11 hurries, more than double what anyone else on the line gave up. And when you're protecting a young quarterback like Caleb Williams, the left tackle is supposed to be his shield, not his weakness. That's where Theo Benedict comes in, or as some fans have started calling him, the Canadian Eagle. Standing 6 feet 7 inches, weighing 330 pounds, this guy looks built for battle. Massive frame, quick feet, powerful stance, he's raw, but he's fearless. In just 95 snaps this season, Benedict has allowed 0 sacks, 0 hits, and only 2 hurries. His blocking grades may not be elite yet, but what matters is potential, and the Bears clearly see something special in him. This isn't just a temporary change. It's a glimpse into what the future of Chicago football might look like. Stay with me, because the ripple effect of this move could reshape everything about the Bears' offense going forward. Theo Benedict's story is nothing short of remarkable. Just a year ago, he was an undrafted rookie fighting for a chance. Now, he's stepping into one of the most important roles on the Chicago Bears offensive line. He's only 24 years old, signed to a team-friendly deal worth under $1 million per year, and locked in for the next 2 seasons. That means the Bears might have found something incredibly rare: a young, talented left tackle who gives them both stability and flexibility under the salary cap. Last season, Theo spent the year on injured reserve, recovering and learning quietly in the background. But the patience paid off. This year, he's bounced back stronger, faster, and more confident than ever. What makes this even more impressive is how seamlessly he's fit into the locker room. Coaches trust him, teammates respect him, and quarterback Caleb Williams already feels protected with him up front. While Braxton Jones has years of experience, Theo is already outperforming him, not just in numbers, but in energy, attitude, and execution. For a team trying to rebuild its identity, that kind of presence means everything. And as the Bears prepare for their matchup against the Washington Commanders, there's even more good news on the horizon. Injuries that once held this team back are finally starting to ease up, and that could make all the difference. But before we talk about the Bears' improvements, let's start with their opponent's situation, because for the Commanders, things are starting to fall apart. According to reports, wide receiver Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown are both ruled out for Monday night's game. That's a huge setback, and it just might open the door for Chicago to seize control. Stay with me, because the next part of this story could completely change how you see the Bears heading into this matchup. That's massive news, a real game changer heading into Monday night. The Washington Commanders will be without two of their biggest offensive weapons, and that could completely shift the balance of this matchup. Quarterback Jayden Daniels has been leaning heavily on his run game this season, but losing Terry McLaurin, his top target, the heart of that passing attack, is a major blow. McLaurin isn't just any wideout, he's the guy who stretches defenses, who turns short throws into long gains, who brings the energy that keeps drives alive. And with Noah Brown also sidelined, Daniels is suddenly missing two reliable options in the air. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, the Chicago Bears are finally catching some good breaks. Kyler Gordon and TJ Edwards are set to return, bringing speed, communication, and leadership back to the defense. Austin Booker is still listed as questionable, but even the chance of his return adds hope. Under defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, the Bears' secondary has tightened up week by week, and now, facing a receiver group missing its biggest stars, Chicago's defense has the upper hand. Let's put this in perspective. McLaurin had over 100 snaps this year with 10 catches for 148 yards, averaging nearly 15 yards per reception. He's a first-down magnet, a yards-after-catch machine, and now he's gone. Noah Brown, who joined from Dallas, hasn't been able to stay healthy, and that lack of chemistry with Daniels hurts even more. What does that mean? Simple, the Commanders' offense becomes one-dimensional. Their focus now shifts almost entirely to the ground game. And that's exactly where Chicago's improving front line comes in. With the possible return of Austin Booker, the Bears' pass rush gets an instant spark. Yes, losing Grady Jarrett still hurts. The veteran defensive lineman remains out with a nagging knee injury, but overall, this defense looks tougher, faster, and hungrier than it has all season. Stay with me, because the next part of this update dives into the Bears' full injury report and what it really means for their shot at pulling off something big on Monday night. So yes, the Bears are losing one of their strongest run stoppers, but this defense isn't running out of options. They still have Andrew Billings, Jervin Dexter, Shamar Turner, and Chris Williams ready to step up in the trenches. And the good news? Every one of them practiced in full on Saturday. That's a huge boost going into this game. Even more encouraging, Austin Booker is back. His return adds that extra burst of energy off the edge that Chicago desperately needs. Travis Homer is also back in rotation, giving depth to the special teams unit and providing reliability when needed. On the offensive side, Colston Loveland is healthy again, and it's time to see him start building that connection with Caleb Williams. Tight end chemistry can make or break drives, and this could be the week it clicks. Cairo Santos, who's been nursing a thigh issue, practiced all week and looks ready to go. If for any reason he's not, Jake Moody is on standby, but all signs point to Santos being fit and focused. Across the board, the Bears are finally starting to feel like a complete team again. Jaquan Brisker back in the secondary, TJ Edwards returning to strengthen both coverage and run defense, and Kyler Gordon, who's been missed badly, all suiting up again. Add Jonah Jackson, who's good to go at right guard despite his rib injury, and it's clear, this team is getting healthy at the perfect time. Even Kyle Monangai, who missed Thursday's practice, came back strong later in the week and is set to play. And yes, Darnell Wright, the anchor at right tackle, is expected to suit up too. Everything is trending upward for Chicago. That bye week came exactly when the team needed it most, a reset, a chance to heal, and now they're stepping back on the field almost fully loaded. There is, however, one lingering concern, Darnell Wright's elbow. He played through the pain against Dallas after missing the Raiders game, and while he's been cleared, that injury still raises questions. It's the kind of thing that could flare up mid-game, and when you're protecting your rookie quarterback, that's not something you can take lightly. Still, the overall picture looks promising. For the first time in weeks, the Bears feel whole again. Stay with me, because what comes next could tell us if this momentum finally turns into results on the field. Darnell Wright has had a couple of weeks to rest, and that's exactly what his body needed. The question now is, will he suit up, or will the Bears give him more time to fully recover? It wouldn't be a bad idea if they did. Chicago actually has the depth to back him up for now. Wright's impact is undeniable, but his penalty count this season has been a concern, 6 flags in just 182 snaps. That's the kind of thing that can kill a drive and drain momentum. Still, his production speaks for itself. He's allowed only 1 sack, 1 hit, and 3 hurries, and currently holds 2 of the highest blocking grades on the team, a 62 in pass protection and a 73.9 in run blocking. Those numbers show why he's so important to the offense. But here's where things get interesting. When Wright sat out against the Raiders, Az Chapillo, the Bears' second-round pick from Boston College, stepped in and made an instant impression. In that game, Chapillo went head-to-head with one of the league's best pass rushers, Max Crosby, and held his ground like a veteran. 40 snaps, 0 penalties, 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hits, only 2 hurries all game. For a rookie? That's impressive. His 82.2 pass blocking grade proves it. Yes, his run blocking still needs work, sitting around 57.5, but the raw potential is there. He's strong, disciplined, and unshaken under pressure. If Wright's elbow still isn't 100%, giving Chapillo more reps could be a smart move. Let the young guy build confidence, stay ready, and keep that offensive line steady. Because for a lineman, an elbow injury doesn't just vanish, it lingers, and one bad hit can bring it right back. Either way, this is a good problem to have for Chicago. For once, the Bears have options, and that depth could make all the difference as they fight to turn this season around. Stay with me, because the final part of this story ties everything together, and it might just reveal what this new-look Bears team is truly capable of.